I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick a little something for the radio. I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake up show. We kick a little something for the radio. Check it.
Here's the notification.
Tune it up. It's the corrupt novelist. Nas involved in this live. This radio wave slaves thrive inside of this wake up show flow. Hip hop's alarm clock, the bomb spot. Mellow with ganja that makes my eyes turn yellow. See reclined on my leather sofa. However, close to 9 p.m. Joe Quicks, King Tech, I could just see him on the 1 and 2 son. My blended through pour the rum 92.3. Number 1 in the slum representing DJs. Sways the whole Z Police the most. What a collaboration. See, I'm comatose, no pork, just knowledge, and I'm born once more. It's the beat that blesses the street deep in the 9-4. Hip hop's last prophet henceforth in existence. The 92.3 megahertz will exert radio waves to slaves for a phenomenal distance. Electrons to hear to slice the Jeep so you can hear some slum literature. Consider it will numb your eardrum, kid. You're sleeping like a ladder day. Saint, but swaying King Tech will wake you up on Saturday. 9 to 12 verbal junkies overdosing Joe Quicks to get you fixed to the mix and then them ghosts win. In your sleep I slap you with the lethal doses of medicine. So wake up with organizing the brethren. King Tech Joe Quicks better than your last fix. Severing whackness with sway the host dose of fat mix. Baby doors front so Saturday nights open. Hopping on the 101 time scoping 92.3 degrees. Choking on chocolate. FM down smoking Prince Poe blows up from LA to a and I'm out. Yo, it's the wake up show. My genetic makeup take up 130 pounds of beat. But lyrics shake up like January 17th. Crossover 16th. Them seasons fossils. Protect your neck and wear a bulletproof vest on your tonsils. Amateurs bandage your cornea. Cause you don't wanna see California. See yours and it's spitting noise in it. With Sway Tech and Joe Quicks on the mix. Spinal meningitis ain't as stiff as the whip of brass cast out slaps like Macy's crackers with whips. Come.
Whoa, what's up, people? Wow, I never get tired of this. I don't know if you guys are getting sick and tired of me every morning, but I never get tired of this. I don't know. I'm going to do it even if you guys don't show up, but showing up totally encourages me, makes me feel good. But I just love it. I look forward to it. I hope you do too. I hope you're still getting something out of it. We've been at this. How long have we been at this? Have we been doing this like 3 months, 4 months? I don't know. Our audience is growing. My faithful are here every morning. You guys, it makes me feel good to see you guys showing up on time consistently. Because again, I need the encouragement, but I'm just having so much fun doing it that if we do this regularly and it helps you grow and it helps you down that road to 1 million, then absolutely, let's keep it rocking. I'm always in the mood for it. It's like it's the launch point of my day. Kind of like what Angie just said. It starts my day off with a positive energy. Well, it launches my day and kind of propels me to put me in high gear for the rest of the day. And I got a busy day today. I got a big meeting in Beverly Hills, and then I got 10 appointments, in person and on the phone. 11 things today, 11 things on my calendar today after this. So this would be 12 things on my calendar today. And there'll probably be more before it's over. However, all you need is boundless energy, right? Good morning, Ronaldo. Good morning, Janice. Wow, hey. I was in the house. I see Justin. I got Lupe. I got Angie. I got Karen. I got Steven. I got Sherry. I got the whole gang. You guys are the best. All right. Well, we know what this is, don't we? By now, maybe I got to get a banner that's permanently up here on the screen or something. But this is the road to 1 million, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know, or if you forgot, or if you thought we were just standing around shooting the crap, we're not shooting the crap, ladies and gentlemen. This is the road to 1 million. I'm Daron Campbell. I'm your real estate mentor, and we're all going to the top. Together, we're gonna make this thing happen. I liken this to the ultimate accountability system. We show up to remind ourselves of what our mission is, because you know what? The day-to-day minutia can make you forget what the big mission is. And so what I'm here to remind you of is the big mission, and then hopefully give you some tips to help you stay on task so that you get there. And look, it's discouraging sometimes because life happens. And nothing goes as fast as you wanted it to go. And everything's a little bit harder than you thought it was going to be. and nothing moves as rapidly as you expected it to. So this little morning church service, if you will, is all about us remembering our mission, staying on point, Lydia, good morning, and being consistent, even when it's boring, even when it's slow, even when the results don't happen as fast as we wanted them to happen. Hold up. That's the thermostat. It gets hot in here because you guys know how I heat up. I don't have Angie here with my handkerchief to every time I speak, Angie's sitting in the front row with some napkins or a handkerchief because she knows I blow up and get smoking hot and start sweating and going crazy. So I got to keep the thermostat on like 50 in order to keep from imploding here. So anyway, this is your ultimate accountability system. You see, I'm charging you with the responsibility of doing the things that keep you on the road to 1 million. Tam, good morning. And so if you show up on the regular, you're going to for sure get at least reminded by me that there's some things you should be doing today to keep you on that road, even when it's fuzzy, even when it's rough, even when you don't want to do it, even when it's painful, even when you've been doing it for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and you're not seeing the results. I'm here to keep you on point because if you hang in there, the results happen. It's not will they happen, they happen. I'm here to be your accountability chief partner. And if you can stay consistent, results happen over time. I promise you. I promise you. Whatever it is you're working on, you feel like you've been working on it and working on it and working on it, and just the big results just aren't happening, hang in there. It's just a matter of time. Trust me, everything I do takes longer than I thought it was going to take. Every dream, goal, plan I've ever had
1, 4,
took longer.
6, 9,
Oh man,
3,
shut
0.
up. Every plan I've ever had took longer than I expected. As a matter of fact, you guys know I make goal lists, I make vision boards, I write out every goal, every objective, every plan. I map them out, right? But over the course of my adult life, I'll tell you this. On average, I'm 2 years behind schedule. On average, the things I map out and plan, I hope this isn't discouraging to you, they usually occur about 2 years after the date I put on there. And when I talk to you one-on-one, and I'm going to talk to a lot of you one-on-one in the next, those that are in my beta test for the new course, I'm going to talk to you one-on-one here in the next few days, and I'll tell you about some of them, but 2 years behind schedule. So imagine if when I said I was going to have that first mega year, I was going to have my first 7-figure year, I set the date for it, and it didn't happen. What if I had quit? What if I had quit? I would have never found out that 2 years, it took me 2 years to jump from where I was into that 7-figure category back when I was a newer real estate agent. But I was 2 years late. Well, is that the worst thing in the world, being 2 years late before you gross your first $1 million real estate year? I don't think that's the worst thing in the world, because every year leading up to that was kind of like a progression, right? So you almost can't snap your fingers and automatically like be boom, I own the world. It takes time. It takes consistency. It takes persistence. You know what we say all the time: consistency and persistence outperform talent every time. So just get your routine, know where you're trying to go. Road to 1 million. That's why that metaphor makes sense to us. Know where you're trying to go. And now some people's car is a little bit faster than yours. They might get there quicker. Doesn't mean you should stop driving, right? You know where you want to go. You know some people got a faster car than you. Some people are trying to get there in a horse and buggy. Some people are driving there in a Bugatti. You might have a Cadillac. Might be a little bit slower than a Bugatti, but it still could get you to the destination, can't it? Okay, so think about our journey like that. Don't look at the next person and the next person and let their speed or lack thereof discourage you. You have to be on your mission. We're all a collective to keep each other in the mood and motivated, but you got to do what you have to do to get there, because no one else is going to get there for you. They might get there with you, but they're not going to get there for you. So it's every man for himself, and then we're all together, as an accountability system, a system of encouragement, a reason for us to, you know, motivate, keep each other propped up, and have some fun along the way. This purpose is to tell you that you're not alone. I'm here to remind you that you're not alone. Everybody, look at us. Look at how many friends we've all made just by being on this daily broadcast. We got new friends. We got new associates. We have new accountability partners. That is so valuable. You don't understand. Many people are out there on an island by themselves. You got a whole team now. You got a whole team. So take advantage. Let's keep each other pumped. All right. Today's big lesson is that fortune, listen to me, fortune favors the bold. Oh man, Marlon, put that up in capital letters. Fortune favors the bold, ladies and gentlemen. What do you mean, Daron, fortune favors the bold? What do you mean? What I mean, ladies and gentlemen, is the people that take the bold angle, the people that take the assertive angle, the people that take the proactive approach absolutely accomplish more on average than people who are a little more passive. Think about it like this. Okay, it works in business for sure, in sales especially, the way we operate. It also works in the world of your problems and issues. The bold approach invariably is better than the passive approach. So you got a problem, attack the problem. You got an issue, go after that issue. Somebody got an issue with you, go right and confront it and work it out. I'm not saying combatively, I'm saying aggressively. I'm saying be bold. I'm saying insert bold into your business plan. Insert bold behavior into your action plan. And that standpoint will change who you are and change how you operate. If you are bold, and this doesn't mean you have to have some big giant personality. You don't have to be me, always yapping and always running off at the mouth. That doesn't equal bold. Bold means you take the assertive approach. You take the active approach. You take the do rather than watch approach. You take the massive action approach. And that results in more things than you can imagine. It has a spillover effect like you can't imagine. It has a multiplier effect like you can't imagine. The bold person picks up that phone and calls that expired listing and say, hey, Mr. Jones, you really ought to sit down with me because I know how to move real estate and maybe in ways that your other agent maybe did not. Oh man, wow, what? That's a bold statement. Hey, you know what? I say happily and with confidence, hey, Mr. Seller, interview me last because after you interview me, I'm going to be the only real estate agent you ever work with again. I know how to sell your property faster and for more money than any other real estate agent out there, and that's my claim. Make that claim, ladies and gentlemen. State your claim, make your claim, and give people confidence. Let me tell you why. Okay, the bold person is the conveyor of confidence. What makes sales happen, ladies and gentlemen? Confidence on the part of the buyer, the consumer, the client, in what you say. Confidence by them in what you say. If they're confident in what you say and they get comfortable with what you've represented, they buy. Don't miss that. Your confidence is what's going to make the difference in their confidence, and their confidence is what makes them sign on the dotted line. To understand that, it's not any deeper than that. You have to make them feel comfortable and confident that what you're representing and what you're saying will actually happen. Okay? Now, so in that, along those notes, because I never like to give you some philosophy without telling you how to implement it, right? I hope you notice that. If I tell you a philosophy or I tell you a theory, then I want to give you some pointers as to how to plug it into your business and make it happen. Ready? Ready. Okay. I would take a position as it relates to markets. Take a position. Take a position. You see, a lot of real estate agents mess up because they don't have an opinion. They don't take a position. And I think it's a huge mistake not to take a position. So for instance, I took a listing recently, and what I told that potential seller is, listen, you need to give the listing to me, because what I'm fairly confident is happening is there are people who traditionally haven't bought this neighborhood who are interested in this neighborhood. There's a trend going in a direction that more of those types of people are going to be buying in this neighborhood. So what you want to do is list with me, because what I put together is a system that will have people like that get notified and get the property exposed to people like that. I plan to bring those people into this, to see this property, you know, in a very short window of time, very small window. There will be multiple people who see this property, and the trend is that this property, this neighborhood is going to be much more popular amongst those people. So my plan is to get 20 or 30 or 50 of those kinds of buyers into this property all on the same day, and then I'm going to have them compete with each other for the opportunity to purchase it. And that is me taking advantage of where the marketplace is going. And I'm confident that the marketplace is going in that direction. So I'm going to corral those kind of people. I'm going to bring them to your property, and I'm going to have them compete with each other to buy the property. And that's exactly how that's going to go. And that's how I'm going to get the property sold sooner rather than later. That's how I'm going to get you more money rather than less money. And so that is my process. That is my system. Very big word. That's my system for getting your property sold at the highest possible price in the shortest period of time to the most qualified buyer with the shortest contingencies and the fastest close. Whoa, what? Say that again real fast. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a conversation that inspires confidence in the client. Do you think that client is comfortable and happy after I make that speech? Do you think that client is going to go deal with any other agent after I make that speech? That took me 67 seconds to make that speech. And when I'm done with that speech, they sign with me because they are confident that that's the dude that could do the deal. Those other 5 agents we interviewed, they all said the same thing. Nobody said what you said, young man. Here's the listing, let's go. And then I do exactly what I say I was going to do, and I'll overachieve and outperform even my prediction. That is the transference of confidence. When I'm done, they're confident that I can do the job. If anything goes wrong and that doesn't happen, it's not because of this gentleman. It's because the market is a little different than, it's shifting, it changed, it slowed, it sped up. But the fact of the matter is, they don't care after that because they're confident that you, no matter what happens, know what you're doing. They're confident in you. You see, people don't expect you to have a crystal ball. They know you don't create the market. They know you don't make the market. They know you know the most about the market, if you tell them that you do, and that you know how to take the greatest advantage of the market, if you tell them that you know how to, and that you have a system for maximizing their utility. Remember what this is about. This is about them accomplishing their goal and you being the expert who can deliver that. That's the whole game. That's the whole game. When you're done talking to them, they need to have supreme confidence that there's the only real estate agent I will ever need for the rest of my life, period. Now, if your speech doesn't sound like that, if your conversation doesn't sound like that, if your communication doesn't convey that, then maybe you need to tweak your message a little bit. Maybe you need to talk to me about tweaking your message a little bit. I'll help you. But the fact is, you got to go in, you got to have confidence in order to convey confidence. You got to have confidence in order to transfer confidence. Do you understand? Are we on the same page? Okay, it's very important that you incorporate that. So let me give you some more plugins. Here's some plugins. How do you convey confidence in other ways? Because I can have that 67-second conversation and the confidence game is over. They got it. I own them. I'm their guy for life, right? Well, let's talk about some other things that can help you with that conveying of confidence. How about this? How about predict how the process is going to work? How about you put it in writing? Here's my checklist of what we need to do to prepare for the listing. We're going to walk the property. We're going to make all minor repairs. We're going to identify where the most likely buyer pool will emanate from. We're going to identify the sources, the places where we're going to publicize the listing. We're going to We're gonna look at the landscaping. We're gonna look at the curb appeal. We're going to we're gonna clear the cars. We're gonna, you'll see the property. You understand what should be done. You make the recommendations and lay it out for them. It's like checklist number 2. After I have the listing, here is what my process is. I am going to put it on the MLS within 48 hours. I am going to make sure that it's on these 17 different websites. I am going to make sure that that it's presented in my office meeting. I am going to do an email blast. I am going to map out open house number 1, brokers open number 1, open house number 2, brokers open number 2. This will be the first Sunday. This will be the first Tuesday. This will be the second Sunday. This will be the second Tuesday. Whatever it is, you get to craft that, but map it out and give it to them. Show them that you have a system, that you have a process that works, that you're confident in, that you use every time. It's a formula. This is what I do. This is my system, Mr. Buyer, Mrs. Seller, Mr. Seller, Mr. Buyer, whatever. And then, so you outline, how you're gonna get the property out to the marketplace. And then once you have offers on the property, make another checklist that says this is what happens during the escrow period. So look, I just gave you three things that you could create very easily and hand to a potential client to give confidence. This is the pre-listing process. This is what happens during the listing process, and this is what happens during the escrow process. So now if I publish those things, they're just bullet lists. The most simple form is it's a bullet list, and I turn it into a sheet, and I put my pretty face at the top of it and says Daron's pre-listing checklist. Boom, it's just a piece of paper. It's nicely done. I don't get to do it nicely. Marlon knows how to do that stuff, but nicely done. And then boom, I can hand it to them. Now they see that I own my process. I'm not just some haphazard fly-by-night guy making stuff up as I go. I got a process. I got a system. This system is this is my system, and this is how it works. Boom, boom, boom. In 3 different stages in that evolution of that sale, you've reinforced what? Their confidence. All you got to do is get people confident, and the rest is easy. The rest is easy. If somebody can afford a car that's $250,000, right? And I'm a Rolls Royce dealer, and they got other options. They could go look at Bentley, or they could go look at whatever, on a Ferrari or whatever. All they got to do is walk in, and I got to give them the confidence that what I'm selling has the most utility in it for them. What I'm selling is better than the other things because of these reasons. What I'm selling is going to be of the greatest benefit to them. And once I give them that confidence, then I'm their guy. Done and done. It's the same in the real estate process, ladies and gentlemen. Give them the confidence that you can do what you say you're going to do, that the market is what you think it is, and that you can deliver. Oh, and then finish with the famous sentence, and I will handle all the details. Oh my God. Oh my God. The transcendent words, ladies and gentlemen, and I will handle all of the details. Because what do people want? They just want an expert. They want an expert. Come on, people.
8, 9.
They want to be confident that somebody, some expert, some pro, some professional is going to handle all those complicated details that they don't want to think about. Hey, there's a doctor. He's got to go do surgery later today. He doesn't want to worry about escrow and title and due diligence and inspections and all these things. I, Mr. Seller, will handle all of the details. Hello? My expert here just said he'll handle all the details. Where do I sign? You see, real estate agents aren't good at letting people know, I got this. I got you. Sign here. That 6% that I charge is so that I can handle all of the details. You know they don't argue about commission when you got all the details handled, because in their mind you've just effectively earned every nickel that you charge because you have handled all the details. You took all of the weight, off of their shoulders and gave them the confidence that this is what you do all day, every day, that they never do. They'll do this 3-4 times in their life. You do it every day, 24/7. So why shouldn't you handle all of the details? Give them the confidence, the peace of mind, the ability to relax and say, I don't have to worry about it. Daron handles all the details. I don't know. Daron will handle all the details. People ask him a question, you know, how long is it going to be in escrow? When are they doing their inspection? I don't know. Daron's handling all the details. You handle all the details, you give them confidence. You tell them you're going to handle all the details, you give them the peace of mind that they don't have to lose sleep over it tonight. They don't have to argue back and forth about, do we paint the wall before we sell it or not? Do we replace the roof before we sell it or not? Daron's going to tell us. He's going to give us his pre-listing checklist. He's going to tell us what the listing process is. He's going to advertise it where it's supposed to be advertised. He's going to promote it to the type of buyers that are buying this type of house. We don't have to lay in bed at night arguing about what to do because our professional is going to handle all the details. Oh my goodness. If that's not a little bit of knowledge, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what is. You got to give people confidence. You got to give them the confidence that you got it. You got to give them the confidence that they can relax. You got to give them the confidence that you know what's going on. You know where the buyers are coming from. You know what the neighborhood is doing. You know what the process is for getting the property ready to sell. You know what the process is for maximizing the exposure to the property. And you know what the process is for going through the escrow and closing the deal. I got you. I'm going to tell you all of that at the dining room table, and you'll never hire another real estate agent again. Because none of them said, I'm going to handle everything for you. None of them. You say it, you win the deal. You say it, you prove it, you win the deal. I just gave you the way to beat the competition, to smash them, because even number one in your territory is not conveying the message like that unless he's watching me in the morning. You go do that, you win the business. Let's go get some market share. Let's go take over. Become number one in your marketplace. Put that on your vision board. Number one in my marketplace. You number one in your marketplace, the road to $1 million is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, let's do it. How about it? Let's get out there today. Let's conquer something. Let's kick some butt. Let's go use these tactics, you guys. Use them, please. They work. They work. I'm using them on a daily basis, and they work. Let's get going. How about it? You with me? You with me? All right, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to do this stuff. I'm Daron Campbell. I'm your real estate mentor. I'll see all of you at the top. Make it a great day. Peace. Let's rock out.
I'm a quick, you're losing your paraphernalia. I'm a hip-hop apostle, singing the gospel like Mahalia Jackson. Each Saturday, 9 until the break of dawn. Put cocaine on my tongue, you got crack. Now rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on, rock on. I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake-up show. We kick a little something for the radio. I'm fooling with my niggas on the wake-up show. We kick a little something for the radio. Saturday night, get live, set it off right, swing with my peeps, King Tech. You'll pass the mic and turn the up tier. You hear the speaker blow. Red sky, it's 9 o'clock. Time for the wake up show. To the breaker, you think I'm a sage on what I say. Day cousin moms with sway. My word is born on the scene. Flying out the main street. Doing it right with your quakes on the mix. Late in the night, so soon in, cause the crew don't sleep. Moving in your deep 92.3. It's 9 o'clock p.m. 92.3. The beat begins to rock hip hop non-stop. You know who got the props in LA on Saturdays. Seconds sway, no set your clocks for the unorthodox hip hop that drops 9 to midnight. King Tech get sway. Yo, those kids is tight in the mix with your quicks. The verbs fit verses with the purpose of dropping curses like a 666. Fat snares and dirty kicks to get you open. From Watts to Oakland, it's that raw ish that's thought-provoking. Spoken words precise like a laser. Crossroads and the wake-up show will get your